Well, hello. It's a day 77 of Screenwriter's Journey. This is going to be a quick day, so let's get right down to it. I'm working through this new scene with Hogan, Noble, and Holly when they're in the car, and Noble has basically told them, or they sort of know that the FBI other people got wiped out, and so what I'm trying to figure out is how much of this conversation I really want and how kind of cutesy, because my tendency is the first time through, I probably write a lot more cutesy and, glib because it's easier to write that way. You don't, it's just like, oh, here's a flippant response. And then you go ahead and do it. So sometimes it takes two, three, four, or whatever times through to really get to the meat and potatoes and to make it work with the story and with the characters. Um, so, oh, yeah. All right. So this is, you can read what I'm writing there, but this is when I began to think that, hey, because it is the same day, he doesn't have a bunch of people sitting there. He's waiting for them to come tomorrow, which I think I may have mentioned yesterday. But, and so now I'm trying to set this up with an earlier scene that makes it obvious that the FBI isn't expecting anything to happen until tomorrow. And so that's when the big guns, not necessarily the big guns, but that's when more people are going to come in. And so because it's happening sooner, it's thrown the FBI for a loop, which is always a good thing. Because if you're expecting something and then that happens, it's like whoop-de-doo. But it's better if you can put a stumbling block in front of them, I should have said. Okay, the rest of the 20. So I went back and I changed that dozen, it looks like, to 20. And so this, yeah, I'm sort of, I wouldn't say flailing with this scene, but the point here is that I'm trying to balance because, sorry, in the earlier scene or earlier in this scene, Hogan has just said, no, there's no chance that we're going to get near the action. And so now suddenly they probably are. And would Noble think if Hogan is literally the last guy down there, would he want him to go get killed as opposed to hopefully be able to track the pickup truck and et cetera, et cetera. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, so now I'm rewriting this to make them not so antagonistic against each other. Holly is trying to say, hey, look, what about if we do this instead of being negative Nancy? Wow, that was a quick day. And I will not speak anymore except to say tomorrow promises to be a longer day. Is that good? Is that bad? Tune in and see on a screenwriter's journey.